Electric for your aqua hot water pump. Engine preheat, when you hit that, that warms up your engine with the aqua hot. Do not have that on while you're driving. It causes problems. Lights from here, I have control mode, which allows me. Now, some of these lights are actually groups of lights, but each one of these lights is a light section. It may be one light, it may be 10 lights, but it's a light section. So I can tap that light. That's the living room ceiling. You can see a bunch of them are off. Now I can use the slide and adjust the brightness and save it. And I can do that with every light. If I go over here and hit basic mode, in basic mode, it does it by rooms. It breaks it down into the rooms. Cab, living, stool, bedroom, master bath. Okay? Control mode gives you each light individually. The same with shades. Now I go into control mode on shades, and I can pick 2 or 3 shades. Check, 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 check. Okay? Those are my 2 shades, 3 shades, the 4th shade, which is behind the television. Now here I can pick day shade or night shade. Let's pick the night shade, hit down. Of course, they're already down. Let's hit up. Up. Now it's going to put those shades up. Okay. Run all the night shades up. So that's that. Now, slide awnings. Close. Now, the blue are awnings, the white are slides. The only thing I don't care about it is this slide out and this awning are so close together that you can actually be trying to put the slide out in and put the awning out at the same time. Just by fat fingering it slightly. So, okay. Thermostat is your temperature. You have auto, cool, heat, off. Auto. And then you can set in auto, you can set your heat and your cool, and you can tell what you want it on. And if you hit this arrow in the top, it puts them all the same. And then down here is your floor heat. And here is your bay heat, which only has aqua hot as an option. Bedroom, you'll see, has heat pump and aqua hot. I can turn all both on or both off. Kitchen only has heat pump. And living room has aqua hot and heat pump. My fans are over here. Also with my fans, I can press and hold the fan. And it brings up the programming for the fan. So I can set it to blow in, out, what I want it to do when I hit that button. Okay. There is the ability to put the thermostat in schedule mode, just like your house. You can program it. I've never spent much time dealing with it. Again, back to your TVs here. In TVs, you have theater mode. You hit living room theater mode, and it turns off the lights in the living room and puts the shades down. Why? Watch the TV. When I close this up, I no longer have any window glare on my televisions. Theater mode off. And it'll put the shades back up. It also has bedroom theater mode. Then you have your 4 TVs, just like we had on the phone. Pick a television. And hit Excite for the main TV. And just like before, it's going to turn the television on. And it's going to switch modes. And there's your radio. Hit the TV only button. It's going to shut the radio off. It's going to switch modes on the television. And when it's all done, the screen is going to be the television remote. Now we're inside a building, so my antenna does not get channels. So the only TV I have in here on the TV is through the internet. So sometimes that's a little bit slow. And sometimes my internet guru up front catches me and shuts me out. So anyhow, that's the way that works. You can see that's your TV menu, TV controls, and your TV buttons all in one screen. Hit the power button and it turns everything off. You get the same thing for every television. Now here's the one TV that's completely different than all the rest, and that's the bedroom TV. Until you change this, the bedroom TV satellite is going to be getting the front satellite through the HDMI box. All right? But you have two Blu-ray players in the bedroom. You have a bedroom Blu-ray and you have a living room Blu-ray. You can choose either one. The living room comes through the box. The bedroom does not. When we're doing the satellite, if you decide to put multiple receivers in for the bedroom and the living room, we go back to the living room. That's where our primary is. And we're going to press and hold the satellite icon, sometimes for quite a while. And what this is going to do, get my fat finger in the right spot, is tells it what we're doing. A, direct TV. You have to change antennas if you want to change that. But you can take the bedroom off and the in motion off because we're not using them. Now, there'll be no icon. If I do this, like this, click, watch, move that, and close. I just reset this, hit the X. I'm going to go to the bedroom. Guess what's not in the bedroom? There's no longer a satellite position there. Hit the question mark. Fingers. Now, there's a question mark here. I put my finger on the question mark, hold it, and I can say, hey, I got direct TV in the bedroom. And close. Still not using in motion. Now, the bedroom is going to use the bedroom receiver, not the living room receiver. Okay? And that pretty much is basically the whole system. All right, I'm going to pause. I got to check my phone, and then we're going to go up and do the dash and be done. Why ain't barking at me? You turd bucket. That's sound stream. Cancel. Could be, I don't know. Alright, here's our switches here in the driver's area. Tag dump has auto dump. When you put it in reverse, it automatically dumps. Off is off. Manual is hold it. I leave it in auto myself. Battery boost. Press the button, hooks all the batteries together. House battery switch. On, off. Okay, it's got a cover over it so you can't hit it by mistake. Column tilt, telescope, and pedal slide all require the ignition to be on. Power window requires the ignition to be on. Auxiliary brake, on, off, low, medium, high. 5 shades. Press and hold. That's the day shade. And they just go across. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. The passenger has control of 1, 2, 3, and the driver has control of all 5. There is a delay, so you have to hold the button for a few seconds before it works. This controller we'll get into in a little bit. Up here, light switches, headlights, fog lights, accent lights, docking lights, and map lights. Down below, auto level. Turn the equalizer system on. Press the auto level button, and it's going to beep and start beeping. You're going to hear the jacks going down, and then shortly you're going to hear it let the air out, because once the jacks are part way down, it's going to let the air out of the system. Just like that. And run the jacks down, and then it's going to auto level. Auto level is a nice system. Auto's a great guy. Auto ain't perfect. And auto don't always know what exactly you think is perfect. So do not be surprised if every now and then you have to use the buttons on the thing to touch it up a little. Because you can level this thing 4 times in a row in the exact same spot, and it'll level slightly different every single time. If it's within, according to the papers, a half a degree, in my experience it's more like a full degree. But if it's close to being level, it's happy. There is no perfectly level. So don't be surprised if you have to touch it up. Now, when you go to touch it up, you see front, rear, right, and left. And you'll see up and down. The up and down refers to the jack. So if you press front up, the front's going to go down because you're raising the jack. So to put the front end up, you hit front down to lower the jack, which raises the coach. And when you're all set and ready to leave, the all retract button puts all the jacks back away. You have high and low beam on your turn signal, along with turn signals. Your four-way flashers, pull this out. Use the turn signal to cancel it. You have radio controls on the sides. Your cruise control on and off, set, resume there. Answer the phone there. Windshield wipers, high and low. Hit it once for low, hit it again for high, hit it again for low. Off, delay, and wash. Delay is kind of cool because it measures the amount of time between button presses. Press it once, it wipes. Press it again, it wipes again. And the delay is the time between button presses. Parking brakes must be pushed in to drive. There is no park in transmission. As reverse, neutral, and drive. I'm going to go ahead and start this thing a second. Step on the brake pedal. You get a solid green ring. Press and hold the button. Start the coach. Clearly the jacks are beeping at me, letting me know that the jacks are down. The mode button is economy mode. You might like it, you might hate it. Play with it. The up-down buttons allow you to, when you're in drive, allow you to upshift or downshift manually. Also, if you press the up and the down arrow at the same time, and it's up to temperature, it will check your fluid. Press them again, tells you what your oil life is. Next time you press them, it tells you your filters, your transmission health, any codes, and then back to normal. And that is pressing both buttons at the same time. Dash radio has a menu button. You can hit menu, media center. There are some music in here that the factory puts in for us to demo the stereo with. Sirius XM. And right now I'm scrolling through the menu settings. Now, there's my cameras. Touch the screen. I can pick my view. That's 4 cameras. That's surround view on the left and rear view on the right. If I just go to rear view only, then I have a choice of hitch view, standard view, or rear view. I can look at the left side, I can look at the right side, I can look at the front, I can look at right and left at the same time, I can look at right, left, and rear at the same time. Okay, all kinds of different views. Hit menu. iPod. Navigation. This is your Rand McNally navigation. Okay. Now when you are driving, you can bring this screen over here. If I put it in reverse, parking brake is still set. It won't do it. Brake is set. When you have the brake released and you put it in reverse, your backup camera will show up where your speedometer is. So, go into settings, you can go into house mode, Vega Touch, lights, off, off, off. I can turn all my lights off. I can turn my interior lights on. I can start and stop my generator. I can turn AGS on. I can turn on night watch. I can adjust my house temperature. I can lock my doors from here. Back to the radio. Very simple setup. Dash heat, just like a car. HDMI and USB connections going to the radio. Alright, I'm going to tilt my wheel down. Now, this is the rotary knob. Watch where it says trip 1. If I rotate that, I can change that. Brightness is my dash. Settings, trip 1 info, tire pressure, easy steer, suspension and leveling for the air suspension, accelerator position, messages, adaptive cruise, long. If I press the button, I can disable it, long, medium, or short. That is how far it allows you to be away from vehicles when you're in cruise control. So if you set your cruise control at 70 miles an hour, and you're headed down the highway and somebody pulls out in front of you doing 65, and you have it in long, it is going to space you back away from him, and it's going to match his speed until he either speeds up or you change lanes and go around him. If you have it in medium, it's going to move you closer to them. If you have it in short, it's going to move you even closer to them. If you have it disabled, you're going to run into it. That's part of the CMF. So, over here, we have ATC. We have the steering control for the easy steer. I've hit that button and it brings it up immediately. Press the button to get out of it. My mirror heat is here. My air horn is here. You'll see air horn, city horn. Air horn, city horn. When I go to settings, hit the button, screen position. I can hit screen position, I can rotate the knob, and I can lower or raise the screen in that view. Pages button, again, does not work if the brake is set. So let's see what happens if I step on this and release the parking brake. We're going into emergency retract now. Now, I hit the button, and there's my maps. Hit the pages button again, and there's my cameras. Hit it again, back to the speedometer. Put it in reverse, and there's my cameras. Set the brakes, back to speedometer. I rotate the knob, service reminder. I can push the button and I can enable the service reminders so that it will tell me what is due if I'm due for an oil change. I can change it from metric to American. I can adjust the sound volume. I can zoom my nav. I can look at my TPMS. I can go into diagnostics. I can look at OBD info. I can look at system info. I can look at I/O, inputs, outputs. I can look at RVC. The RVC is the network the entire coach is on. So as you'll see, there's a lot of stuff. You see spider controls, that's all part of Firefly. Firefly uses spider controllers. And back to get out of it. and back to get out of here, and then trip 1, trip 1. If I hit the button, it goes to trip 2. All right. If I press it and hold it, it deletes it. Starts it back at 0. Press to trip 1, press and hold, and there you go. It's gone. Brightness is your dash dimmer. There's your adaptive cruise again. Messages. Suspension. Just like that. All right. Well, that is the bulk of this coach. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our salesman or our service department. Also, you can contact Integra or you can contact Butterfly if the issue pertains to them, or Aquahot if it's an Aquahot issue. You can contact any of the vendors, but feel free to give us a call if you have any questions. I'm sure when you come to pick the coach up, I'll probably come out and meet you and go over some things in person. We're trying to deal with this COVID situation and keep it separated, so to speak. So, on behalf of TerryTown and Motor Homes to Go, I want to thank you very much for your purchase. Hopefully you enjoyed the coach. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Have a great day.